talking about, what are we talking about here? We're talking about Google still. And remember, Google is the official makers of Android. All of us know that. And at their Google I/O conference, we didn't get anything on Key Lime Pie, and that was one of the things that we were sure Google was going to talk about, was Key Lime Pie, because I mean that's it's been rumored that that operating system was going to come out for a while now, and you know we didn't hear anything, and surprisingly, Google did not mention it during Google I/O. But now, so for all of you Jelly Bean users or ice cream sandwich users and stuff like that, according to a report by TechRadar, Android 5.0, because right now 4.2 or 4.2.2, anything in the 4s right now is considered key lime pie. I mean, it's considered Jelly Bean, or 4.0, you know, is ice cream sandwich and stuff like that. So Android 5.0, which is Key Lime Pie, has been rumored. Now, according to Google, Google was showing no signs of slowing its pace for Android development, with Android 4.0 appearing on the Galaxy Nexus late in 2011. You remember that? Followed in July of 2012. So we had in 2011, appearing late in 2011, so about October, I think it was, 2011, followed, it was, we had Android 4.0, which is ice cream sandwich. We had that on late 2011. Then followed July 2012, Android Jelly Bean 4.1 was released, that arrived powering the Super Nexus 7. Now, but looking forward-looking update of sets people that we are, we can't help but imagine how Google's going to maintain that pace of innovation in its next major release of the mobile operating system, Android 5.0, or as it is known as Key Lime Pie. All we know so far is that Google is working away on the K release of Android, which is developing under the Desert related code name, as we know, is Key Lime Pie. Regarding the version number, it's likely that Key Lime Pie moniker will be given to Android 5.0. We thought we might find out on the 29th of October or so, but yet there is no official word from Google about that announcement. So now, as we wait for an official news on 5.0 release date and features, we can start to pull together the Key Lime Pie rumors from around the web, with the sighting of 5.0 on the benchmarking website apparently running on Sony smartphones. There has previously been speculation that Sony is in line to produce the next Nexus phone, which may lend some credence to the rumor that the 5.0 is going to be released. Now, Android 5.0 release date in December 2012, Google announced that at its developers conference, Google I/O would take place from May 15th to May 17th in 2013. A month earlier than June 2012's Google I/O. Given that Google announced that 4.1 Jelly Bean at the 2012 I/O conference, it seemed reasonable that they would have done the same this year. But they didn't do that. And on January 31st, a Google I/O showing of Android 5.0 looked more likely when screenshots of Qualcomm's roadmap were leaked, showing Android 5.0 as breaking cover between April and June of 2013. But on the 24th of April 2013, we read that Key Lime Pie may not make the debut at Google I/O at all, and of course it didn't. So Key Lime Pie it's been rumored to come out, did not come out. People were saying it's on the way, and then it wasn't on the way. You know, all kind of things was happening with Key Lime Pie. But now that Sony is using Key Lime Pie as a they're using Key Lime Pie as a in their next phones, from what it seems, then it seems that this rumor that Key Lime Pie is going to be released this fall is more true than ever, because you know, it's in the stages of being used right now. So we have to see when this release date is actually going to come out. If it's going to be this year, this fall, that would give Google at least some a leg up, especially since Apple is said to be releasing the iPhone 5S coming up here in the fall. So we got to wait and see if this is actually something that's true. Is Google going to release a keyline Pi coming up? We're gonna have to wait and see. All indications are that they are, but we can't just go by that, because that has happened before. Now, if you're into, speaking of PCs and keyline Pi, mobile devices, stuff like that, if you're a hardcore PC gamer and you're looking for a monster system, even if you're not a hardcore gamer, but you want that monster system that's going to put all other systems to shame. You have this system that's going to, all your friends are going to look and say, wow, where did you get this system? Well, the Digital Storm Eventium 2 PC hardcore system is going to be available. But if you're going to get a hardcore system, you're going to have to pay hardcore money, because guess what? This system is not coming cheap. Now, according to a report by Geeky Gadgets, Digital Storm Eventium 2 PC hardcore systems is going to be available from $5,000. That's where it starts. Now, we're going to show you some pictures of this beast. This if you're into monster computers, this thing has multiple cooling fans, liquid cooling systems. You see the pipes, and the pipes are made of chrome inside the computer that handles the cooling of this thing. Now, let me just give you a little bit of specs on this thing here. If you're interested in that monster PC, you might be interested in the Digital Storm Eventium 2, which is marketed as the world's most advanced PC available. That's how they're marketing it. Now, the Eventium 2 PC systems start at $5,000. That's the bottom of the barrel version. It starts at $5,000. And when I say bottom of the barrel, that version is pretty top notch as far as computers go. Just bottom of the barrel for their system. So it starts at $5,000 and it goes all the way to a wallet busting $10,000, but offers enough power to play Minesweeper with ease if you're a Minesweeper player. Now, Digital Storm has equipped their Eventium 2 PC with a copper tube liquid cooling solution and even more advanced case design, building on the design and technology used in their first Eventium series. We're going to show you pictures of this. Now, according to them, the Eventium 2 is the ultimate enthusiast dream machine that proudly stands apart from the competition. Designed and fabricated by Digital Storm's in-house team. No outside people were contracted in this thing. Their in-house team developed this system, in-house team of engineers, because no other off-the-shelf chassis and cooling system met their extreme requirements in building the world's, as they call it, most advanced consumer PC anyway. The Eventium 2 was first unveiled back at the beginning of this year at CES 2013, and now is available for purchase if you have that cash. If you get 5Gs. For more information on the new Eventium 2, go over to Digital Storm's website, digitalstorm.com, and check this beast out. Now, let me show you just a bit of the features here, because I don't want to go into all the specs that this thing has just yet. I'll go into it, but let me just show you this right here real quick. This thing is what you call a beast of a computer. If you were looking for an advance, you want something that when your friends come over to your house, they're like, "Oh, what is this?" And you can say, "Man, that's my PC. What you got?" You know what I'm saying? Check out the inside of this thing. This right here. These pipes, these are the cooling system right here. That's the cooling system pipes right there. That thing, look, it has dual fans right here. Look at those pretty big fans right here. That thing is to help draw all the heat out of this system. This is how the chassis looks right there. This thing, and then obviously it has this part out so you can see the cooling system going on. This thing is a beast right here, man. If you're looking for a top-notch PC, you don't just want a PC from Best Buy, something anyone can get. You want a PC to where when your friends come over to the house and they look at your computer, they're like, there's no way they can duplicate this computer. They can't go out and buy it because probably they don't have the money. You know what I'm saying? Because at $5,000, this thing ain't cheap. This is not This is not just coming to you quick. You just go to the store. Best Buy don't sell this. Tiger Direct don't sell this. You're not going to get this at CompUSA or anything like that. This thing is definitely something that you want. If you're a computer enthusiast, this is something that you want. I mean, this thing has quad. I just showed you two of the fans. This thing has quad fan blades, quad core fans. I mean, that just tells you the amount. And then the speaker system on this thing is just huge. I mean, it's on the base of the tower. I'm going to show you some more pictures of this and more detail just on there, the cooling system and stuff like that. I mean, this thing is just, I can't even describe how you just have to see it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Starting at $5 grand, running as high as 10 grand. I mean, this thing is when you say a beast, you're talking, this thing is definitely top notch when it comes to computing. Now, we're coming up on a break, but let me just tell you a little bit more about this. And matter of fact, well, rather than just tell you, let me just go and show you a little bit before we head out to that break. But this thing has its high-end components. This thing is overclocked, an Intel Core i7 EE processor, up to 3 6GB NVIDIA GeForce Titan cards. 3 NVIDIA. 6 GB of dedicated graphics memory. This thing has, and it has 3 graphics cards. 3 of them. And this case features, I mean, it has an overclocked Pentium Core i7 EE processor. When I say overclocked, I'm talking from 3.5 to 4 gigahertz quad core with hyper-threading and turbo boost, giving it virtual 8 cores. This thing is definitely, when you talk about PCs, this right here is the PC you want. Let me just show you this real fast because we're heading out to a break right now. But let me just show you this bad boy real quick, and then we'll head out into that break. This thing is a beast of a computer, and if anyone who wants to impress their friends, this is how you do it in the computer world. Here we go. Here we go. Let me just start from the top here real quick. All right, this is the chassis right here. That's the chassis. And then we move down. Look at that. Quad cooling fans right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop, 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 whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And then look at the speaker system on this bad boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there on the tower. I mean, on the tower. We're not talking extra external little small stuff. We ain't talking that. Subwoofers in that bad boy. Look at this cooling system right here. This thing, look at this titanium casing right here that handles the liquid cooling of this PC right there. And then look at the internal guts right there. I'm telling you, this right here, 5Gs, that if you're going to spend 5Gs on a computer, this is not a bad way to spend it. All right, so we're going to take a break here real quick. But coming up after the break, you know, we're talking about the Recon Jet Pilot edition of sport glasses with heads-up display. You thought Google Glass was the only type of heads-up display glasses coming? Nope. We're talking the Recon Jet Pilot glasses coming up right after the break. So stay tuned. We're about to be right back after these messages. Here we go.